Alright, in this video, ready to set up the NT scripts. Since you get your character set up and all that stuff, before you actually start it, it'd probably be a good idea to go in and stash your inventory, all the stuff that's in your inventory, put it in your stash, at least the first 5 columns to the left, because he might throw that stuff down because of the way the scripts are set up. Your posts, you can stash those too if you don't want to. If you got a belt full of reviews and you don't want to lose them, but it's up to you. You can take the risk or not. Once you're ready to actually start the game, just go ahead and click start. It'll start up D2. It'll do the login. I'm gonna pause this and start it in. Alright, once you get in game, you're gonna get all this stuff. It's gonna pop up on your screen. You'll see over here you got a list of all the bosses you can run. There's an arrow here, you can click down to scroll through it. You got the right pointing arrow, that's to move it from here to here. This one is to move it from here back over to here. These two are to move them up and down in this list. This Simon Says, you don't need that. Let me get a different boss here real quick. Let's say Andariel. So I'll click Andariel, click this right facing arrow, put her in that list. This Simon Says, though, you're going to want to take that out or he won't do anything. So click the left arrow and he'll put it over there, and now he'll just run Andariel. As for these right here, this public mode, if you uncheck that, he won't cast TPs. He won't say, TP up or anything like that. The Simon enable commands, shut that off unless you're going to give him commands yourself. The Summoner Fire Eye extension, there's quite a few extensions here. You could if you got Summoner set in this list set to run Summoner, since this extension right here is active, he'll automatically run Fire Eye also. I don't do that. I don't care for Fire Eye, so I uncheck that. Down here is an option when you're running Bale to kill Bale or not. I leave that checked, and then an option here to gamble or not. You can say check it for yes, uncheck it for no. This right here slider is these are all in percentages. He'll drink a health potion at 80% of his life, a rejuve at 65% of his life. Just click the arrows to bring it down, bring it up, whatever, mana. And your Merc, if you use a Merc, yeah, check that. Pick utility, yeah, check that. So he'll pick stuff. Open chest up, clear position, yeah, you want him to clear a position. No, don't do safe check and don't do the heal to remove curse. And over here you got your options on stuff you can cast. Like I don't have redemption, so I uncheck that. I got, let's say, immune. I'm gonna go through this, find something else, something that kills immunes. Holy Bolt does. So I just check that, and you can add as many bosses to this list here as you want. You can run all night if you want. It doesn't matter. If you decide you don't want one, just take it out. Say you want to run Caress first, just click the up arrow, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You got to go into the config file. Just make sure you click save down there at the bottom. To get back to that screen, just press escape and config NTBot. It'll all pop up. Click save after your changes. You can drop that down. Oh, I gotta pause this video for a second, then I'll go into the script files and show you how to fix up the inventory. Alright, after you done save and exit that game, make sure you go all the way back out to where you choose between single player and multiplayer, and then click kill on the OOG. It'll shut the bot down. Sometimes it might start back up, so just make sure you click or just close the OOG after you kill the bot. And then this scripts NTBot, double click that. You're looking for libs right there, double click that. You're looking for configs, double click that, and you'll have this file here. Yours won't have the question mark or the check marks or anything unless you download the Tortoise SVNs from blizzhackers.cc. It'll have a file that'll have your character name in it, nt config, your character type, whatever, in the character name. Just double click that. I use Notepad++. It'd be a good idea to download Notepad++. It's free, and I'll show you why here in a second once it opens up. Shit. has these numbers here on the side, makes it easier. In here, nothing really had to change except for your inventory. This is what you're looking for with the inventory. These are the zeros for a taken spot, 1 for a non-taken spot. Anything that's in a 1, he'll either throw it down, sell it, or stash it. You know, let's say this column is full. I'll change that to a 0. Change that 0, so I have 3 free columns. Since I have 3 free columns, change that to a 3. This is your belt column 1, 2, 3, and 4. Health potion, mana potion, rejuve, rejuve. Set it however you want. This right here is if this is like your health potion, mana potion, rejuve, rejuve. The 4 means that if he's in town and he doesn't have 4 health potions or mana potions, he will buy them. But leave the rejuves set at 0 because shops don't carry rejuves. And you know, here's your nip files. You can add whatever you want. Just make sure it's in that same thing. Whatever dot nip with the quote. Make sure it's followed by a comma. You know, just make sure it follows the same pattern as the other ones, and you know, it'll work just fine. Right here is stuff you gamble on. I don't gamble on rings and amulets, so I add a slash slash. He won't gamble those. Anything without the slash slash, he will do. But the slash slash makes it a comment, and the program ignores it. And you can skip all this stuff. You know, there's cubing down here. I don't cube stuff. You know, if you're on ladder, you probably would cube stuff. Make sure you don't get a typo. Make sure everything's typed right. If you do get a typo and it says, you know, can't you know, say you type FASLE, you know, you type false, wrong, whatever. If you have Notepad++, you can just come up here to search, you know, and type the error that it's saying right there, and it'll scan through the file and find it for you, and then you can just correct it. And once you're done with that, just go ahead, click save, and you know, yeah, I think that's it for the NT bot. That's all there is to it. You're pretty much ready to run. You know, if you have any other problems, you can check blizzhackers.cc. Maybe I missed something here. You know, just read their site. It gives a pretty good overview of it. But you should be working fine. And next, show you how to set up the YAM, which is the really long one. And Notepad++ would come in very handy on that one with the numbers. And you know, it's much better bot than the NT bot, if you ask me. Just runs way smoother. It's Picket, all of it. Everything about it's better, except for its public bail seems to be shit for some reason. NT bot's public bails, you know, it's pretty good. And yeah, I'm gonna perfect this video, and then I'll start on the YAM video.